Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We will be doing Minecraft. This is I'm gonna apologize now for any extra noise. This is currently the SMP I have been working on for two-ish, three-ish months. This is some people's first look at it. This is Spawn. Turn on the volume. Hello, Spectral Falcon. I see you in the chat. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Turn my volume up a little. Alright. As you can see, you can probably see my new little PNG and my new overlay. I will switch to full screen. But yeah, this is pretty much Spawn. We'll be working more in Spawn. I've got some buildings I need to make. Oh. I guess I could do a tour. So if you're not in the Discord or haven't read the lore, if you haven't been in the Discord, you can do the links. Yeah, my mom's not in the Discord. She isn't. I'd be afraid if she was. I'd be very scared if she was in the Discord. I'd be exposed. Hold on, I'm messing with my settings. Okay. This is the main area. Yeah, indeed. This is pretty much where people will spawn. Each major area has its own lore. It's more of a lore slash survival server in a way. So if you want to do lore, you can do lore. If you don't want to be bothered and play Minecraft, you can play Minecraft. Or both. Some cool features are pre-made shops. People can make their own shops, of course, but this is just so we don't have an issue of things not having stock. So you can always find what you need. Don't worry, you can look at Lenny. He won't hurt you. He sells rocks and all that other types of stuff. But that's one of the many features. One of my favorite things is the cooking. This is all vanilla Minecraft. just with a few data packs and plugins. As you can see, cooking things. I don't think I have anything to demonstrate. I might remember how to do this. I don't remember how to do this. There's the furniture. It's all craftable. That's the cookbook. Oh, okay. I remembered but didn't remember. Now, still working, but... And, yeah, I suspected it does. It's a little buggy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. There is also a magic system. So, in-game, the way you would get to use the magic is by taking magic classes. Our lovely staff will host magic classes, cooking classes, all sorts of things. Pretty much the way it works is it's slot based, so whatever slot you have, it casts a magical spell. There's a horse under there. I didn't know there was a horse under here. Well, I know one thing people do love is their fishing. So there is custom fishing. Yeah, indeed, you are lovely staff, Brecon. Let me not fall in the water. Oh, look at that! It's you guys. You guys give me the power to get a rare jellyfish. I got a rare jellyfish. Yeah! Yeah! I got a jellyfish. There's like over 1,000 things you can catch. There's no special textures for them, it'll just tell you what they are. And then you can come here and sell your fish. I got 12 bucks. Diamonds are gonna be a currency, so is the in-game currency. I've been testing things, so I have a lot of money. Shops. You can buy spawners. They're really expensive though, so... Other things... Don't worry. I will reset my money when things are started, but for testing purposes, I'm so very rich. The end is closed off and will be for quite a while. But we come over here to my favorite guy, Shady Frank. You can purchase elytras. No shulker boxes, as I think those will be given out for special events, like maybe competitions and stuff. You can also host, well, staff can also host fishing competitions, which last roughly 10 minutes each, and sometimes if there's enough people online, competitions will start randomly, and whoever catches the biggest fish gets a random prize from in-game currency to diamonds. So, in those fishing competitions, they give a lot. They give a lot of money. You did. We have community nether portals to the main areas. Currently not decorated, but it does lead you to the nether roof, which will be a smaller hub, and then there will be an area to go down into the normal part of the nether, so you have full access to the nether. Indeed, your game did crash. I don't know why this date is wrong, but it is. These buildings right here are, you can claim them. Some of them don't have things in them, but some of them have, like, basic necessities, like crafting furnaces, a little bit of storage. Yeah. A little bit, a lot of bit. These are for when people don't want to build a house but still want to be near spawn. It is first come, first serve. Another cool thing is the fast travel system to the different kingdoms. You can probably see my waypoints to some of them. I have to finish building the places first, then I can officially set it up, but I can show off what the panel will look like. So it'll look like this, and it'll have the names of each place. Another cool thing near spawn is, I did fly past it, the HOA. People like to laugh at the HOA because it is just a big old building. In this main area there are plots 1 through 20. So this is where you'd register for one of the plots outlined in coarse dirt. We also have multiple fishing spots. So we've got like a little dock here. I don't have an NPC set up in here. I can do that now, actually. But this is just another spot to sell your fish, so you're not walking so far away. Let's do that now. How big is the world? Is infinite. Well, to some degree. There is a world border, but it's like your normal Minecraft world border where it's like thousands and millions of blocks out. There we go. I guess fisherman hands there's just multiple. Across the bridge is a very large piece of empty land for people to build their own kind of shops. So, a lot of real estate for everyone. It is like Nurse Joy in Pokemon. Yeah. This is like enough space for people to build. It keeps everything in one location, so you're not scouring across the land. There's not too many rules about building their spawn. If you do get a plot, try and stay within it to your best of your ability. You can go down as far as you want, as long as you're within the bounds. Try to stay somewhat in the style of each area that you build around, just to keep the immersion. We've got a lovely tavern here. I would go inside, but there's an NPC in there I don't want to show off yet. And then we have the main plaza. It's a really small main plaza, but it gets the job done. Let's go look at the other areas that at least have something in them. As you can see from those warps, each place has its own name. I'm not very good at remembering them. And I'll run into a wall. There's this community portal. So you can get here. You can get to each place through the Nether if it's easier, or you can fast travel, which it doesn't cost anything to fast travel. It's more for roleplay sake. Over here isn't as big as spawn, because I don't expect too many people to be out here. If they want to build, they can. So we're working bit by bit. The other day I just flattened this out and smoothed it all out. I need to fix the cut off trees. Smooth the trees. I also need to make a new dock for this place. Needs to be a little bigger. Oh yes, my lovely staff. And me. I can show off some player things. So normal players. If you type /player, it'll bring up a player menu. You've got local out of character chat, and in character chat. I'm already in local. Pretty much the whole server can see this. Then out of character, only people within a 30 block range can see it. And then in character, I will be talking as my character. It's been a little iffy. Can't quite see other people's chats just yet, so I'm working on that later. So that's a lot of back and forth things. There's also the character creation. So right here you can put your character's name, description, gender, race, all that cool thing. You can also view your character stuff. There's also the height thing. So I could be really short. Or quite tall. These are all roughly accurate. So yeah, you can see I'm quite tall. It goes from 4'6" to 7'5", and then you can also reset your height. This /home will take you to wherever your bed is, but I don't have a bed set, so it's just gonna take me back to my spawn point, which is wherever you sleep, and then /spawn takes you back to spawn. And this just opens up the shop. For anyone who will be staff, they will have access to our mod menu. From core protect things to Vanish to opening inventories to even starting competitions. It's all there. It's more of a convenience thing to help people not remember so many commands. Here's a good example of the furniture. We do have a really fun command that is /hat. So you can put most things on your head. When people join, they will get when people join, they can request a guide to help them navigate the server, and the guide should give you a book where it's just a simple few commands you can use. And usually guides will have banners on their heads. So guides will have the big pink banners, so you can see them and not get lost. And then sometimes we'll have server helpers guide people around if some of the guides are busy, but they'll have a smaller purple banner but still quite big. What else? What else? There's mostly a lot of technical things going on. Been working hard. We do have a staff area. It's not very big. Pretty much, when you become a staff member, whether that be a guide, a helper, or a moderator, or admin, if you've got a big brain to be an admin, this is the main area. So pretty much they get little starter kits to get going. And these are new player starter kits. It's just a little bag with some stuff to get people started. And if you're perhaps a little naughty, you might get sent to jail, where you will be held there for a while as like a timeout. So don't be bad cookies. Don't be bad apples. Punishments, it varies on what someone has done. If it's not too bad, you might get like a day ban or couple hours. If it's real bad, you might get IP banned. But we're not gonna wish that upon anyone. Yeah. We do have a resource world, so we can preserve our beautiful land. It'll get reset every 3 days, depending, maybe a week, every week. I think that'll be good. And it's raining. There will also be a system to where people can get custom items made. So if you pay a certain amount, they get custom items made. I have been informed that there have been some changes to specifically Minecraft 1.21 and how they handle rendering custom models like CIT packs. So I do want to learn that. I feel like that'll be easier than a texture pack. Well, I think it is still a texture pack, but it doesn't require the CIT or Optifine loaders. So I think that would be good. But I think we're gonna build. I think I definitely need to widen this out. Oh, I might have taken a little too much off the top. Just a little too much. just a little bit off the top. Oops, I ate. Hold on, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna try this again. Oh shit, we gotta go bald. Ah! There we go. That's a better bite. I guess. Thank you, Streambot. Oh, wow, that's so fun. I love when it goes down for maintenance. Oh, there I go. Okay, we'll give that a second. Sometimes the server goes down for maintenance. It happens, sadly. It doesn't always happen. It's quite a rare coincidence. Oh, this little guy in my head, his name is Greg. He is actually a text-to-speech bot in Discord. So that's how he's functioning. I can make him say hello. There's Greg. I am a part of the Sparkred SMP. There's no one online ever. It's like a ghost town over there. I don't have a lot on this mod pack because I use ModRent, and I have a bunch of mod packs for different things, so I don't have all my usual servers I would. I do have another server, which isn't public. Well, it's kind of public, not really. I love getting an ad. It's not really public. It's a roleplay server I'm working on. Not on this. If you look up SpookyTimes with Fluffy, you're not gonna find the trailer for it. I forgot. I forget my own channel. Okay. And we are back in business. Let's change up the music. I hope you guys like Liminal Space, because that is what this playlist is. This was my 42-hour-long Liminal Space playlist. I love all things backrooms and liminal space. I find it very interesting and nostalgic in a way. I just think it's so comforting. And I know a lot of people feel uneasy about it. Because it's like, it's that feeling of, you've been here before, but you haven't actually been there. And a lot of people don't actually like that feeling. But personally, I find comfort in it. Because it's like, this is like my childhood. Like these colorful slides, or like the big malls and stuff. I don't like when people put monsters in them. There's only a few instances where I like there to be monsters. Like, there's a mod. It's the Backrooms by Space Potato. Great mod pack. Great mod. I like that the monster itself isn't a thing chasing you, necessarily, but it is kind of you, and it's kind of symbolic. It's kind of how, with some medical conditions, like the body attacks itself, because it thinks it's the disease. So it's kind of poetic in a way. Ooh, I have to sneeze. Yes, that was a real sneeze. But yeah, I like things. I like backrooms related things. My favorite thing is the pool rooms. I just think they're so pretty. The glacier ice water and the comforting skies and the shallow pools of water. I think it's just so nice. Like, I really want to play Dr. Rat's liminal space mod that they created, where it's the pool rooms. There are different levels to it. They did their own spin on it, and I do like it. I am really inspired by Dr. Rat. The space mod, absolute breathtaking. I could watch that video for probably forever and be happy. You could bury me with it, and I would not complain. I also think space is really cool. I think that also comes from my love of the liminal space type things, because we don't really know much about space because we haven't explored it really. It is quite still unknown, and I think that unknownness is kind of comforting in a way. And also, it's so organic and untouched by man. One of my favorite space theories is the Great Attractor Theory, which pretty much, the Great Attractor Theory, if you don't know it, it's a theory where it is speculated that we are all all the universes and galaxies are slowly drifting towards a very, very large black hole that is like so big you can't see it with the human eye. So even if we were approaching it and we were right there in front of it, we wouldn't even know till everything was poof. I know that's a little morbid, but I think when it comes to like human race extinction, I think natural causes is the best outcome than human-made causes. Because at the end of the day, it's like, oh, well, you can't really do anything about nature. Nature's gonna do what nature's gonna do. And then there's like no one to blame. I'm getting real philosophical here. That chicken is doing a dance over there. My sword is quite strong. I need to up it more. This is my god sword. This is just for not commercial use, but like convenient use. Should I? I'll add a layer. I should really get rid of these trees. I think I will. I might hear a slight ringing. That is the heating system in my building. I'm currently in a dorm building. I'm an art major. I don't know if that was like common sense by looking, but my professor is a certified yapper. For like the first hour of class, hour and a half at least, he was yapping to us about things we had already learned in our first half of the semester. So I just kind of locked out. Was not locked in. I did make the dean's list last semester, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hashtag locked out. I'm always locked out when it's not Minecraft or things I want to draw. I want to be a concept artist, so early stages of animation stuff where it's character creation and like the rough and tumble. I just think that process is so interesting and also less stressful, more free, because you can mess up a bajillion times. One of my biggest inspirations is DreamWorks. I love DreamWorks. I love the studio. I love all of the movies. Well, not all of them, but like 80%. Like How to Train Your Dragon. That's a really good one. If you haven't watched it, always watch it. The Kung Fu Panda series. Fun fact about at least the newest Kung Fu Panda is DreamWorks for the Chameleon. The Chameleon is a character that can change into different characters in the fourth movie. And her transformation, they wanted it to be kind of uncanny and unsettling. So what the animators did was they kind of studied how generative AI generates things. And if you've ever seen generative AI generate things, it's quite uncanny. It's very bad. It's kind of weird. And they pretty much studied that and kind of figured out how it did it. And then they replicated it by man-made and figured out how to do the chameleon that way. Which I think is an excellent way to use AI as a tool, not to cheat your way, but as a tool. And I think DreamWorks is a great example of using it as a tool and not something to get ahead. Because if they really didn't care, they could have just generated it, and they're probably money probably still would have been made because kids will watch anything. Like my nephew, he watches like these really bad car review videos in Russian. No, we're not Russian. I don't know why he's watching them in Russian, but he's watching them in Russian. But I think DreamWorks did an amazing job of showing how you can use new things that are kind of controversial, but still turn it into art without just using it blatantly. I did see the live action How to Train Your Dragon movie in theaters. Still as breathtaking as the animation. When that song hits where Hiccup and Toothless are flying for the first time, still great. Another thing about live action is I don't think live action itself is inherently bad. I think it's just when Disney does it, they change the story. It doesn't feel like the characters anymore. It feels like they're trying to undo things that don't really need to be undone. I think I'll only stream for an hour. I do have art projects to work on. It's like those jokes where it's like, sorry guys, can't hang out. I got a Mona Lisa due at 12. I love those jokes. I think it's so funny when it's like not like normal majors like English and stuff, because it's like a culinary major probably is like, I got a cupcake due at noon. You got a cupcake due at noon. I think it's just hilarious. It is another interesting thing it is to think about is how education has changed and how there's so many things people can do now. Like like literally you can think of anything and there's probably a whole course study for it somewhere. One of the schools I wanted to apply for, had a whole section just for comic books. They called it sequential art. Whole thing, whole course just for making comics. And I think that's really cool. That people can pretty much do whatever they want if they put their mind to it. Which is honestly an epidemic. I think more people should put their mind to things. Commit to the bit, but make the bit your career. I always hate when parents are like, not mine of course, But I hate when parents are like, when their kid's really young and they want to do something, but the parents are just like, oh, that's not gonna make any money. But like, anything can make money. If there's a course study and a job in that, whatever they want to be, then yeah, you're gonna make money. Whether it be good money is up to you. I really don't think the status of earning should be based on what job you have, but how much work you're willing to put in. I think it's more of a how much work you're willing to put in to accomplish. Now, of course, there's always the exception of people not working at all and getting everything they want. But there are plenty of examples of people working forever, working their asses off, and getting everything they ever could have dreamed of. And I want to be one of those people. I want to work my hardest. But I want to do it while I'm doing something I love. See, you can't work hard on something you don't love because there's no passion, there's no love. You gotta have passion and love. You can't just do things. You have to want to do it. And there's a difference between wanting to do something and needing to do something. The want is always going to be stronger than the need. I love the new Minecraft leaf litter, but I also hate it. On one hand, it's great. I love it. On the other hand, I hate it. Stop. Oh, I didn't even show one of the cooler things. Hold on. There is a functioning alcohol system. So yeah, there's a drunkenness meter. Well, I'm gonna show you guys what happens if I start drinking just a little bit more. I should start. Oh, yep, there it is. You can puke. You can also see that I'm not moving. I'm not touching my keyboard. And if I type, yeah. The ways you can sober up are, there we go. The way you sober up is either drinking milk or eating bread. It takes a while to sober up in survival. It is a very fun mechanic, and I fear I will have at least 2 drunk people all the time. Two alcoholics at all times. I guess I could talk. You're about to be one of them? Okay, great. Like, look, if you're gonna be an alcoholic, at least drink responsibly. That is all. In Minecraft and in real life. But I don't think I got all of those trees over here. Oh, I'm almost at the 1 hour mark. I might stream again Friday. Because I don't have classes on Friday. at all. So I get 3-day weekends, which is really nice and honestly really needed as an art major because I'm usually doing art projects in the studio. Like my final last year was a mask, a 3D cardboard mask. It could be anything we wanted it to be, but I did an owl. It is it is a cosmic owl. It is based on a a space anomaly. Pretty much it's when it's a moment where two ring disk galaxies, forgot exactly what they're called, collide. Their cores make the eyes, and their dense star clusters on the ends of each like side of the disk make the beak. It's really fun. I think you should look into it. Always look into astrology things. Oh, another thing. In the game, I currently have it set to where people can make 3 character slots, but I think I'm gonna up it to at least 5. And if you want more, I'll probably make it a VIP thing. Any server boosters in the Discord server get VIP in the Minecraft server. I really want a server tag. I think that'll be great. I like to. I'm a nosy person, so I like to. I see people with their Discord tags. And I like to look at where the tags are from. I found one random person and they had a FNAF tag, and I was like, oh, is this like a fan thing? And I was like, oh no, it's like an official Five Nights at Freddy's fan Discord server, like endorsed by Scott Kaufman himself. Which I think is interesting. I know not a lot of people. I know people have a love-hate relationship. You better be one of them. Uh, I know a lot of people have recently not liked Scott Kaufman because of his political stance, but I find it quite difficult to kind of wrap my head around it because some of Scott's characters, um, some of them don't really align with, like, I guess, quote-unquote gender norms, which his political beliefs are like the opposite, and they're all about gender norms, in a way. For example, Funtime Foxy being in the game mode Ladies Night, despite not being a lady. But I think it's interesting. It's a weird tree. I am about to hit that hour. How about I finish trimming these trees and then I'll probably end. I can't leave my bushes untrimmed. Let's make this less flat. It is a completely normal tree. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with this tree. It's totally not cut in half. I've been recently. Well, there's 2 shows I've actually been watching. I just started The Mighty Nine, which I really want to like the show, but I have a weird thing where if someone I was acquaintance with and are no longer friends with, I guess, like something, it's really hard for me to get into that thing that they used to like, or probably still do like, because they've either talked about it to me with me, or that's just what I associate them with. So it's been kind of hard trying to like it. The animation is so good though. I can't appreciate the animation for what it is. I think the team worked very hard. I like how the style isn't overly realistic, but it's like, it's got a good balance. That's why I can't really watch shows like Big Mouth or Family Guy or any other really adult cartoon shows, because I just don't like the animation. I just think it's bad. And I think that should be, I think adult shows should also have good animation, and they shouldn't just be bad because they're adult shows. Because, like, I want quality, I want good storytelling. And I think that's why a lot of adults get into more kid-catered cartoons. Like My Little Pony. My Little Pony, at least specifically Generation 5, has really good, I like the style. I grew up watching all gens of My Little Pony. I think it's a Gen 2 disc. And then I have one where it's like they're escaping like the evil Lava King, and they're gotta get their magical crowns and wands. And then there's also, I have one where it's, one of the ponies lost their horseshoe, and now they're dying. It's really interesting. But I think that's why a lot of adults gravitate to shows that are catered to kids, because kid shows can have good storytelling, like Gravity Falls and The Owl House and Amphibia. And it's the good storytelling plus the good animation. But I think that's why I don't like most adult shows, because either it's all bad humor, race joke, sex joke, all those types of jokes. Which, I mean, I don't really care for those jokes. Sometimes they can be funny. And I think that's also why I kind of like Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel. Now, look, the writing isn't that good, but the songs do slap, in my opinion, some of them. I think season 1 of Hazbin Hotel was a lot stronger when it comes to songs, but that's opinion. But yeah, it has really good animation, at least Hell of a Boss does. I really like the animation in Hell of a Boss. Anytime Stolas is on screen, I think he's so well animated. His little music video, Look My Way, 10 out of 10. Gorgeous, breathtaking. He's also astrology related, so of course I'm gonna like him. I have heard good things about Haunted Hotel. I don't think I'd watch it because it doesn't look like my kind of humor. And the animation doesn't look horrible, but it's like, for me, it's on the edge of that adult animation style. But yeah, I really like the Mighty Nine so far. I've also recently started rewatching Once Upon a Time. It's an ABC show. It's quite old. It's got 7 seasons. It is not animated. It is like real people acting. I don't know what I like about it. Well, I like one of the characters a lot. He's kind of hot, kind of a lot. I like the spin on the fairy tale creatures because it's all about fairy tale creatures and fairy tale stories and stuff. I like how they mix and match things and how they combine things. Like one of the main characters, his name is Rumpelstiltskin, and he's a charismatic deal maker, and I love that. I think he's very well written. He's a very deep character, without spoiling anything. He's a very deep character, and when you really get into his story, you can kind of see how he ended up the way he is. And I think his story is really interesting. He is one of my favorite characters. I mostly like him for his character and how his character is developing and changing. I love a character that developed over time, but I also love a good stagnant character. I don't think characters should always have to change to be good. I know that's like a common thing people think, that a character has to change to be a good character, but I don't think you have to be. You could be a stagnant character and still be good. I think we have kind of cleaned up a little bit. I missed some trees. I can't believe I can finish up these trees. There's nothing wrong with this. There is no floating trees on the SpookyTimes SMP. There is no lag on the SpookyTimes SMP either. Totally. I am using Eternos because I'm a broke college student and I don't have the funds to run a proper one. But everyone's always dogging on Eternos, but I haven't had any issues. I've hit a few roadblocks, but nothing that can't be changed. Maybe one day I'll start a thing. The GoFundMe? Donation? Charity. Maybe, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. To actually get a real server. If we get big enough. I need more RAM. The server is in 1.21.5. So it is a slightly old version. I say slightly old like it's like 1.19. It's not that old. I would love the copper golems, but I don't. Not many things are updated to the newest version. I really want Figura, which is it's kind of like a custom player mod. It's client side. You can make and code your own character. It's really fun. Highly recommend anyone figure out how to use it and make your own cool characters. I usually make characters. Maybe we'll do a modeling stream Friday. Make some Figura models. I think with that, we are going to be ending soon. I don't have an ending soon screen. Oops. I thought I had one, but I don't. I hope everyone had a good time. I can actually switch to casual. I hope everyone had a good time. I don't stream very often. Maybe I should. I might make this a VOD on my YouTube, maybe. I can make Greg say bye to everyone. Hold on. I hope you all had a good time. Remember, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. See you later.